defending the blimp. No way. But here we go with the very first attack of this match. Tribe Gaming versus Chasmac Gaming. Exorcist, who is, I mean, he retired for like, what was it, like a week? I think, and then he came back. I think that's like the trend with the pro players in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, it's like after the World Championship, they're saying they're retiring. It's only for the off season, but they're retiring and then they're coming back. That's exactly how those things work. But he's going in with the sneaky Electro Dragon to take a lot of buildings out around their town hall. Queen then charging in from the bottom side to get some value in there. And we're seeing a double Rage Tower setup with one of the Rage Towers already taken down early. The Queen is fighting versus their Clan Caster. And now the Dragon and Dragon Riders are coming in with the Queen all on her own on the right side so far. And the King not deployed just yet.
And being very patient with that King as the Dragon's going into the enemy Queen with that free spell. So the Dragon's going to take her down without the rage right away. Raging up his Queen as well with a Warden ability to try to come through as a bunch of archers are coming out. But the Warden ability perfectly protects a few Dragons through these traps in the core.
Yeah, this attack looks so good. The Queen turned invisible. She has her ability though, so we're seeing a Queen charge where the attacker is not losing her his ability right in the beginning. But this looking pretty good with the Royal Champion ability still left to use, and he's already celebrating. He knows this is looking pretty damn good.
It is looking fantastic with the RC ability in attack as well. Skips across, takes down those buildings, and Exos is leading it off with a 3-star. And I'm not gonna lie, Tribe Gaming has one of the craziest reactions. Part of a pro team. They really let their emotions out on their sleeve so you can see everything that they are going through, and Exorcist leading it off with a triple into this playoff stage.
That's right. The Lalo is in on this one with the Golem. We have the Skelly Donut, I guess, because there's no poison, right? But something interesting so far in this match, I would say, is no box bases just yet, right? Like 2 diamond-shaped bases twice now, or like from both teams once so far. And Temper really trying to take down everything at the top, and so far it has worked great. He was even able to trigger that poison tower.
Yeah, he was able to take down the Clan Castle. Don't have to worry about that now coming out when he lallows around. But the bats being used to the bottom side to be able to help the Stone Slammer sneak its way in near this Town Hall, or even, wait a second, it does activate it. The Stone Slammer opens, and it's going to be Sneakies that can come out and secure the Town Hall now.
That's right, Sneakies connecting towards the Town Hall, taking it out, and now it's all about those heroes. The King has to go into that scatter compartment. We have the Queen on the opposite side to take down that defending Royal Champion as well. And there's, well, 1 regular wall break and 1 super wall break to hopefully for him to take down that multi-inferno tower. That's at least what I think what this Queen is going for.
Why would he have a regular wall breaker and a super wall breaker in the same attack?
To take a look at where the first wall break is going, especially with compartments like this, where it has not worked. Where the walls are kind of not perfectly placed, like where the wall break pathing is not that obvious. And you have seen he changed the angle of the second wall break, but the second wall break still has not connected. This Queen now can only reach that bomb tower.
That's unfortunate, as the Warden ability is used to get through the defensive Queen. As he makes his way over the scatter shot, he's trying to go. Eagle Artillery's doing a lot of damage. Well, there's a freeze, but we still have the Monolith. And is that a defensive rage, that tower that's coming back to life in the core slowly?
Oh no.
Oh!
He did it!
Wow.
Yeah. What? Wow, that, I mean, yes, the Queen ability is here 40 seconds, and the Queen can go into the core. This is for sure a 3-star. No way around. what a great attack this was, even though the opening did not work as expected. And this is something which we don't see that often on Town Hall 15. When an opening is going wrong, like for example here where multi-firm tower is not
to try to open a different wall. So very, very smart use there, as the small little troop really could help in your attack. But Rikiras is in with a... Is this Cynthia or is this Rikiras? What's going on here? Is this 32 hogs coming in?
That one Skelly Trap, by the way, took a huge part of that Flame Flinger's health. And there were a lot of traps already, so I would expect maybe even more traps versus that Flame Flinger. Let's see how that's going to turn out. But the Skelly Donut at the same time has worked out great and even triggered that Rage Tower behind the Town Hall, which is good news for him because then he does not need to worry about that anymore. And you said it, it's Rikiras cosplaying Cynthia with his Hog Riders and trying to get his playstyle.
Really trying to come in with this queen to the Town Hall. But the beautiful thing about doing an attack like this, and why would he choose hogs? Well, look at where the bomb towers are. The bomb towers are near where the Town Hall is, which means the queen, she removed one of the bomb towers. So that's really good. And the other bomb tower is at the very end. So he doesn't have to worry about the hogs taking a lot of damage from that splash. As the king goes in, pulls some deaths, skellies, giant bombs, as now here come the hogs, but the queen just able to secure this Town Hall.
That's right, and then we're having most likely even more Hog Riders reinforcing everything from this Flinger on the right side. And that's right, there is more Hog Riders coming in. There were a ton of giant bombs on this right side versus the Flinger, which means on the other side though now, there is less giant bombs inside the base, which could actually threaten those Hog Riders. And the Poison Tower is shooting at that Royal Champion, which means the Hog Riders have even less damage versus them, and this is looking really good.
And notice what also, look, with this Warden, he decided to take the Poison Lizard, so when he moves in with the Hogs, the Poison Lizard can target the defending heroes. Just every bit of the attack was so well thought out and executed. The Hogs fighting some traps on the backside, but the Hogs can overwhelm this, and we even still have the RC ability, and Rikiras with a 3-star with the Hogs. What a beautiful attack coming in and really broke the base down in a perfect way to use the hogs into the core of this one here.
Really hard. It is even harder to pull those off, and I feel like so far both teams just gave them like a handshake or something to only run those diamond-shaped bases. I'm kind of like, it's funny to see how different the teams are understanding the meta right now. With in the first match we have pretty much only seen box bases. In this match there's only diamond shaped bases. So yeah, let's just take a look at that and let's see if that attack is going to work. While take a look at that boulder on the left side. That is just a genius move to take down that air defense.
Wow. Yeah, that was very smart here to get that boulder bounce, taking out the air defense, especially for a Lalo attack, so you don't have to worry about the air defense taking and damaging your troops or damaging balloons. But the problem is, if you take out air defense, it's going to be changing the pathing of your lava hounds and where you end up sending it in. But he does still have that eagle up. The hound is going to move its way over to the flame flinger. As the flame flinger is taking some damage from the mortar, it's going down. But it can slowly move in to secure the eagle and the Grand Warden altar.
Yeah, and this is something we're seeing now both teams trying to take use of, with this siege machine just being so powerful, and he's getting even that defensive warden in there as well. The hound, perfect, because of that air defense bounce, he's able to trigger the train trap early on with that hound, so perfect. Warden ability should cover all of those loons to get into the scatters, into the town hall, and this so far is looking really good for him.
It's looking beautiful as the balloons are coming around, moving to the top side. The flame flinger opened with the Yetis, but Itsu, we still have the defending rage tower in the backside with double multi-target infernos, and the only counter he has is a haste to pass through. What was it?
Did that rage tower just do? It jumped up, got stuck, because I think the troop inside died, and then it just got back again like that. It looked so funny. But yeah, you said it. The Rage Tower now has to somehow defend this. There's now the Rage popping off. And the loons are just dropping like nothing. What?
Wow. Rip.
One Rage Tower and 2 more Jaffa towers.
If you don't have a freeze for that, good luck trying to get through all that multi-damage. Your balloons will go down so fast. Especially in this area, tends to be red air bombs. It tends to be a great place to send drop red air bombs, and especially on the defensive side, so that no hounds kind of fly over it. Because you don't... Yes, putting air-seeking air mines next to an air defense, it's no great. Take out a hound faster, or red air bombs. But if you put the red air bombs away, you definitely know. If you're not even looking at the attack and you're just looking at the webcam, Nebrex is one of the players that you would know instantly if the attack went well or not, because he shows everything. He is the one that reacts the most. So you'll be seeing that if it goes well, as the Blizzard is going to be taking out the Town Hall. But look, it also is looking to be chaining to take out a bunch of ground skeletons, and the Teslas right around it, plus gets a defensive Rage Tower in this. And this was really nice value, taking the Teslas down on Timtastic's base.
Yeah, the value for sure was great, and now using the Electro Titan kind of like as a replacement for Poison, which is giving you one more spell slot. At the same time though, it is really heavy on the housing space, because it is 32 housing space overall, which really needs to make sure that this investment is worth it. Using the Royal Champ now to push that queen back in, and she is coming back and joining that king.
Very nice value so far, but now the Lalo is starting off to the left side. Gonna make his way into his Eagle Artillery. The defensive rage in the core is going down, but this queen has really pushed through the core. That Electro Titan has done work. It took out some of these ground skeletons as the Warden, the RC, are making their way over the king. Here comes the Lalo. Headhunters, get ready for a Warden Eternal Tome to protect all the blues through these red air bombs and the raged up multi-target Inferno.
And he even caught that one Hound to get into that Warden ability as well, which means this Hound has stayed alive quite some time. Non-stop freezes. He has 2 more freezes and an invisibility tower left, and this Hound is surviving the entire attack. He should make sure that this Hound is going down, because this always means that you have more cleanup. But he said it. Look at he is celebrating getting this 3-star in, and knowing that Tribe Gaming so far is 3 out of 3.
I told you, you didn't even have to look at the attack, and you knew it was going to be a 3-star just by watching his web camera right there. Very nice attack. Brilliant using the freeze on the outside. It is a triple for Nebrex. What a great way to continue it off for Tribe Gaming. Now going 3 for 3 to start off this match. And that's what they did when we were watching them in the group stage. They were doing so well. They were just coming in with triples. And it seemed like they're kind of continuing off from Town Hall 14 meta. We've got Giannis coming in here with his Lalo attack. And this is a Queen charge Lalo with 4 Rages in the mix. But starting off with a Blimp to help try to secure this single target Inferno.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm right now a little bit... I think a lot of those bases of Tribe Gaming, they look kind of familiar with a certain setup. Like the base which we have just seen before from Tribe Gaming, we looked already, I think, quite like a Legend base. I'm not sure what is going on here, but I think as well like this Inferno Tower setup on the far left side, it's looking quite familiar as well, but maybe they're just changing a couple of things always with... Those are the sneaky things, right? Like bases which you're knowing from Legends, you always have like, okay, that's the one entry which works. But when you're then, nice Coco Loon, but when you're then baiting and changing a couple of things which are defending that entry, this is where the bases are getting really annoying.
Absolutely. That's when you change those things to try to counter something in particular. If the opponent does it, it's like rip to the attack. But the super wall breaker straight into the core opens the walls. But this Queen, she's under tremendous... Forced the ability from the defenses as she now stepping in to grab the multi, the defensive RC. The poison's launched. So much is happening here through this Queen charge.
Yeah, we know from earlier, as soon as you're losing that Queen, because you're not paying attention 100%, this is really going to cost you on the later stages. And take a look at that. The queen is going down with that ability. This could have been a huge game changer, but now we're having the freeze for the Town Hall and the monolith right there. And the loons have to somehow overpower this now completely.
He's got to time this warning ability perfectly, and he does just that. Protects the headhunters, the balloons, straight into the ground expo on the other side as the RC and her ability can get a very nice value as she is actually distracting this scatter shot with that. Is that another rage spell to use because the queen went down, so might as well use it for this Lalo here. Oh! The scatter. The scatter. Oh!
I think I would have loved to see the rage onto the Royal Champion charge, because I feel like those loons, even raged up, they have not a lot of chance versus this scatter shot, just versus the splash damage of this defense. So I feel like maybe raging up the Royal Champion would have been the better choice. But those are always like then those split-second decisions, which is way easier from our point of view to like speculate on that. But you understand. Raging up the loons is the best option I have on this one. Trying to get as well the highest percentage for sure. And it's going to mean that he's getting above the 90%. But I feel like versus Tribe Gaming, I am not sure if that is enough. So far, 1 out of 3 is the hit rate for Chasmac Gaming. And Tribe Gaming is, well, attacks yet from Tribe Gaming. And he's actually the next attacker coming in with Lalo as well. And he's having the log launcher right now selected as well, to make sure that he is getting really far into this base and take down a couple of Inferno Towers.
Yeah, if he can get this value with the log launcher skipping through, with the double poison waiting for this attack right in the middle of the space. So Yo-Yo has decided to say, I'm going to bring a heal spell in the mix just in case, as the log launcher is helping this king as his ability goes off. Queen's trying to path her way into that left side multi, which means that Lalo is probably going to be saved for the Town Hall.
That's right. There is no invisibility tower around the Town Hall, which makes this less risky. And wait a second, what are those Yetis doing? There's a multi-Inferno tower exposed in the core. What are you doing? We have the Titan in there as well. Can the Yeti now take down the Inferno tower? It's on really low hit points. Yeti mites, and Inferno tower is going down.
But look at this. That Electro Titan was able to take out those skellies super quick. But unfortunately, we do have that pup, so he sends... No! The pups aren't able to stay in the poison spell!
Those pups are going to be really painful now, because they're going to take away all of those clean up troops, which is just incredibly annoying as an attacker. We have the tornado trap behind the tunnel. This is something which is now getting really common again. And this means this vulnerability is delayed. We're delaying those loons off, leaving the town explosion quite a bit, and they're all taking the death damage, and this is a lot of damage coming in.
But he's healing a handful of the core balloons up, which is going to pull the poison spell like the other one as he freezes the back and multi with a couple more balloons to come in. Can he sneak in with another freeze? No! Why is he freezing the ground expo? Don't you want to freeze the Tesla as well? The ground expo can't really do anything. Now that the RC is taken out.
It's always, Expo is more important, let's just freeze it. If it's ground, we don't care. And why is he somehow putting this off? I mean,
what?
Those lava pups, the mist poison, I mean, how is he doing that? That was just some insane Lalo. Lava pup staying alive on defense. The Town Hall, the tornado trap from Giannis on defense was just incredible, keeping those loose in the Town of Poison. And Yo-Yo just does not care. He just does not care, and by some of his ex-teammates and some of the other clashes, he is like... That's right. We have that queen going for the Town Hall. There's a lot of damage early on with that monolith, but the rage keeping her alive. That is like a change, a recent balance change, which we have all seen with the monolith dealing a little bit less damage, which means those type of queen charges are now way more likely to pull off. And Well, let's see if that queen is struggling more versus all of this damage with the double expos. And I think he missed a couple of feeders with that rage, which could be really crucial.
It could be. Can this queen stay up? But she is. Okay, the rage is doing its job. And it's not an invisibility spell behind the town hall. So he doesn't have to worry. Never mind. I was going to say he doesn't have to worry about freezing. But I guess he does still decide to freeze the town hall and the expo to keep that queen going. Because remember, the poison spell, a second freeze is after being used. Because the poison spell also slows your queen down. Or any troop that's in it. So it'll take care of even more time. And look at that. No! Recalled the queen before the town hall went down. He tried to time it perfectly, but it backfired.
Oh, no way. But how do you recover that now? Because, I mean, the Bitter Huts are repairing the town hall now. He did the perfect timing regarding the queen, that she did not lose her ability. But this means because he did not want to use the ability, he had too much investment then with freezes and everything. So let's see how that works. We have the rage close to the town hall. The queen is still funneling the bottom side, but I am not sure if this is going to still work, especially take a look at this backhand, the rage tower.
Yeah, the defensive rage on the backside is going to do so much. It's going to rage up every single of those key defenses as the town hall has been secured. But unfortunately, because the dragons had to split to the town hall, taking damage, splitting to the top side, he wasn't able to get those dragons to path their way straight into the core of this base. And now the queen will have to lock in the hound as it pops with lava pups. The Royal Champions finally coming in, but no more dragons in this hit.
That's right. This is something, as soon as an opening is not going right with those dragons, it feels like really hard to come back from. But this is actually way closer than what I would have expected.
Yeah.
So he's really making those troops count, which he has saved overall. So really solid save, considering that the town hall stayed alive. And I feel like with this town hall going down, this plan looked really good.
I mean, you think about it. Town hall is down. Dragons go straight in. You can use the Warden building a little deep in the base. This is a 3-star. It's that small mistake. If he invested that rage or the queen ability, town hall would have went down, right? Yeah, you wouldn't have the queen ability later in the raid, which he ended up using there, but...
So does my plan work? Like, did the plan fail? Did I fail with the execution? This is always like a big question, but... this means we have the next attack, this time from Kronos, the Queen Charge Lalo. So far, I feel like it was not the best strategy success rate-wise, but the question now is, can Tribe Gaming and Kronos make this work? And right now, we have as well the new siege selected, so let's see how he's going to use that. If he's trying to angle it onto the multi-inferno tower, or what exactly the goal is right now.
Well, he could try to do that. The question is, though, will this queen make her way into the Teslas and the scattershot? I think so. He funneled to the top side, so the queen should have nowhere to go but to the right, and then in by that Royal Champion. And he's taking his time. Usually with a Lalo, you have to think about time and cleanup, right? If you don't get it down in time, then you will time fail, of course. But this queen charge from Kronos can get really nice value, also including if he pulls up the CC and taking out a defensive poison tower.
Yeah, I would be really scared of that timing of the defensive clan cast at the poison tower.
He's also got a one wall breaker. He does that exact same trick. The wall breaker to check to see where it goes. It goes in, and then the super wall breaker can open the wall. Brilliant.
Ooh, the multi-inferno tower was on those heaters for a second, but it's going down. There's now the freeze to really make sure the queen is staying alive, because there is just so much damage on her. The monolith has to go down quickly. The town hall has to go down by that king alone, and that monolith is staying up, so he has to invest another rage, which he does. King is taking down the town hall, which is looking good, but there's just so much damage on that queen.
Ooh. It is a lot of damage. Can he keep her alive? Does have a freeze. Does he invest it on the queen, or does he invest it for the Lalo making his way through? I would say the queen, because there's a lot of stuff the queen can get as her ability goes off. Pulling a couple red air bombs, has the RC now moving under the Lalo with headhunters to take out the king, and then try to make their way over to the defensive queen on the other side.
That's looking really, really good right now for him. No queen ability, which he needs to make sure that this defensive... Okay, never mind. The defensive queen is just getting one shot by those headhunters. Freezing it, already celebrating, and... I would be so afraid of like red mines or a time fail. I mean, come on, it's 20 seconds and still like 10% to go. I mean, what is going on?
Oh, look at that. He gets it. I mean, I guess they have a little, like, they can tell the future. They can see, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to calculate in my head. You know what? Do a little bit of math, and boom, I know it's going to be a 3-star. I got the time, and Kronos gets the 3-star. Yeah, is a great achievement as well. That perfect war is not easy to come by. It is so difficult, and especially at Town Hall 15 and metas like this, it is even more impressive with General X setting that blimp now over the World Champion. Oh, wait. RC! She jumps the wall. Does she jump back? Okay, she does. So he's... Well, it doesn't matter. It's some super archers, so you could take her out anyway. I thought it was going to be like some Yetis, but... never mind. He's got 1 million invis to try to secure this Town Hall, which he might not be able to at the end of the day.
I'm not sure, especially with luring those ice golems into these super archers. This is never a good thing. You always try to lure them away. And I know right now someone who is really happy, and that is Stefan, the base builder of Tribe Gaming, because he does not respect this blimp as a strategy, okay? He always calls this blimp like not really defensive worthy, because it's like in his eyes not a strategy, because it's just like just lucky blimp things, which how he calls it. And so I think right now he's quite happy with that this blimp did not work just because of his personal feelings against this strategy. So yeah, but I feel like after this opening, this cannot really get anywhere.
No, well, there's nothing else he can do other than react to use his hero abilities, as he knows that this attack is not going to push through. With not getting the value with that blimp, we know immediately that the value with the Electro Titans just won't be there. As he tries to continue his way through, just looks over to tap the King ability, tap the Queen ability, and even the Warden Eternal Tome to try to protect and get more value. But even before this attack, and even before we're coming in, Tribe Gaming with all their 3 stars were just putting on a performance here in today's playoffs.
Yes, and I mean, I cannot wait then for tomorrow, because we have this crazy match with Navi and Tribe Gaming. This is going to be so epic. The rematch of the final of 2022 World Championship. And I mean, just stats-wise, it's the 2 best teams. It's unfortunate that bracket-wise they're on the same bracket side. But yeah, it is crazy, crazy match. But it's going to happen tomorrow, okay? Like, don't get too excited just yet. But that's a reason already to tune in tomorrow again, because that match is going to be epic.
It is, but congratulations to Tribe Gaming, victorious, a perfect war in this match. And hey, you know, it is not easy to do at the Town Hall 15 meta, and they came in strong. And we're taking a look at the final stats here with Chasmac Gaming putting up, unfortunately, 11 stars. We saw the first match, which was Navi taking on Clash Champs, and that was a lower scoring war with 12-12, which tends to be nowadays at Town Hall 15, but you can see